Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing really well. It's me, Risa, if you didn't already know. I hope that your journey is going well so far. I know it's not easy. There's so many things, so many temptations out there. But luckily, we can Risify things, right? And what does Risify mean? We could take any recipe, almost any recipe, that is, and change it and make it healthier. One of the things that my daughter and I love are Panzerottis. And we figured with the 2-ingredient dough, we could make our own, right? Of course. So what are you going to need to do? You're going to need to preheat your oven to 500 degrees and line a cookie sheet or a pan. I just have a small round pan. I'm just trying to think of how big it is. It doesn't say, but it's not very big. It's one of the smaller pans that you use when you make cakes or pies or whatever. So just use a small pan and just line it with some parchment paper, okay? The reason why I like that size is because I get a really nice shape from my Panzerotti. Okay, now you can use whatever ingredients you want, but of course I'm using the Kirkland Greek yogurt because of course it's a really good bargain to buy 3 of them, but you can buy any no-fat Greek yogurt, half a cup. A half a cup of self-rising flour. I buy the Brody's. Okay, and the other thing I'm going to be putting inside the dough is some onion powder, some Italian seasoning, some garlic powder, and I'm going to include a little bit of some cheese. I love the Zerto. This is Asiago flavor. It gives a really nice flavor. I love Romano. There's a 4 cheese. There's Parmesan, whatever you like, and that's optional, guys, okay? But I want the dough to taste really good as well as the inside, okay? The other thing I love is I'm going to add some pizza sauce, and you can use your own. You can buy whatever brand you want, so I'm just using the Primo. And I'm probably going to use about a couple tablespoons. The other thing I'm going to add is some turkey pepperoni. So I'm just going to do a meat one today, but you could add veggies. You could add pineapple fruit that you like, but I'm just going to use some veggie pepperoni. And I thought I'd add a chicken skewer, which I get at Costco. The cheese I'm going to use is the Saputo Light Mozzarella. Now for 30 grams, it's 2 smart points. Okay, so if you want to use more, you can. I'm using about 40 grams, so I'm going to count it as 3 smart points. So for the flour mixture, it's going to be 6 smart points. You're going to get a huge Panzerotti. You can even make 2 little ones if you want, okay, if it's too big for you, or eat half, or eat the whole thing, okay, because it's amazing. All right, what else? What else? You can also, I love the Guy's barbecue sauce. So since I'm putting some chicken in it, I'm going to add a little barbecue sauce for some zip. So let's get started. I'm going to add my Greek yogurt to the flour. And I always like to use a fork to mix it. And you have to be a little patient. The other thing I do, guys, is I add just a little bit of flour afterwards if your hands get a little sticky, and that happens. Okay, so just going to mix that up. And just be patient. It'll all come together, okay? And you form a ball, just like when you're making the pizza. And it's very similar. So just mix that up. The other thing that I mentioned that I forgot, of course, is adding the spices, which I forgot. Oh my goodness. Okay, so don't forget the spices. 1 teaspoon of some onion powder, maybe half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. And a half a teaspoon of some Italian seasoning. Or you could just sprinkle in as much or as little as you like. And about a half a teaspoon of some garlic powder. Okay? That gives it some nice flavor. The other thing is a tablespoon or so of the cheese. I'm glad I didn't forget it. I always forget something. You know that. But it's always written under each recipe. Remember that. All my recipes are written underneath. So don't worry. And sometimes if I forget an ingredient, people will remind me in the comments, thankfully. Hey, nobody is perfect, okay? Certainly not me. So this is going to combine well. You just have to, I said, be patient. And just keep mixing it with a fork and it will all come together. I know people say, oh, it's super sticky. And it's not that sticky. And you just take it like that and roll it into a ball. Okay? There. And I'll just take a little bit of flour. And roll it. Okay? And sometimes I let it sit for a few minutes if you want to, but if you're in a hurry, you can just roll it out. And I don't even use a rolling pin, okay? I just use my hands. And I'm going to show you. So, the reason why I like this pan is it forms really well into the exact size that I want. Again, just using a little bit of flour, so it's not, and it's really, guys, not that sticky. Just add a little bit more. And I just use my hands to spread it. And if you like it really thick, you don't have to spread it as thin as I do. But I like having it in the round pan because it forms, like I said, a really nice shape. Okay. Just use a little bit more. And I'm going to wipe off my hands. They're a little sticky. They're not super sticky, I swear. And it's formed a nice, round, even shape. See? Easy. Just use your hands. You don't need a rolling pin. If you want to use a small one, you can, but honestly, you don't need to. So I'm going to just add my sauce. And we'll see. I'm going to use probably 1 or 2 tablespoons. You could make your own. I'm going to use 2. For about 1/4 cup of this sauce, it's, I think, 1 Smart Point. So I'm just adding it like this. Really easy, just like you're making a pizza, guys. And I'm going to add my cheese, my Saputo light mozzarella. Let's see that you can see it. Just spread it evenly. I'm going to add my chicken. You want to use turkey meat. You can do anything with this recipe. It's so versatile. So I'm just adding some chicken skewer meat, like one. That's it. Wipe my hands. And the turkey pepperoni, which I love. For 10 slices is 1 Smart Point. So it's about, I think, 10 or 11 Smart Points, depending on how much cheese you use. and how much sauce you use. And depending on what kind of a protein you use, that includes points, okay? So everybody's might be a bit different. So I'm going to take another tablespoon of the Asiago and put that on. And what I love about the Zerto brand cheeses, they are super low. All right, so here you have it. It looks like a pizza, and all you do is take the side. I want to make sure you can see. Lift it carefully. And fold it over. Fold it over, and you'll see, actually, you could even just do that and fold it into like a half moon. Then I'm just going to tear off the parchment and just press it down, pinch the sides so it stays together. And it might seep out a little bit. And you're going to bake it for about a half an hour. And I was making my daughter's, and it's in the oven right now, and it's amazing timing. So here you have it. Some of it's sneaking out. But you're just going to pinch it and make sure that you close it. And that's it. Okay, isn't that cute? It's going to be big. You're going to see. So you can make smaller ones, mini ones for your company. And like I said, it's so versatile. So let's check on my daughter's, and then I'm going to add mine in there. Very excited. Okay, hold on. So hers has been in for a half an hour, almost, well, 25 minutes. And you can see it, it's super hot and it's puffed up. If you like it a little darker brown, I'm going to put it back in. So yeah, I'm going to put it in for another 5 minutes because I know she likes it really crispy. So if you don't like it as crispy, you don't have to make it as crispy. Or you can leave it in a bit longer. All right. So again, this is a super delicious recipe. You can make it large. You can make it small. You can make several at a time, and just enjoy it. Okay. So all your recipes can be healthy and delicious with high protein, and, be versatile, use different ingredients, make it your own, and then please post and tell me all about it. So continue to subscribe, share with other people, okay? All your Weight Watcher peeps or anybody on a journey, tell them to subscribe, ring that bell, comment, like, all right? I need your help, people. And visit me on my Facebook group, Weight Watchers Tips and Recipes by Risa. That's me. Love ya. Mwah. Take care. Tell me if you love my recipe.